J-Drone here. This is the Bo Ming Toys M1 1x5 Flip King, and I have the Aviax's camera on it, the Black Aviax, and we're gonna see how it does on this. This did not come with the camera, but it did have a port. You can see the little green light. You need to make it red to blink, and that lets you know that you are recording. Right to the left of your on-off switch on this, if you press down on that button, that'll record. If you press up, it'll take a still. Like I said, this does have a port for a camera, it just didn't come with one. And we're gonna go ahead and show you what it sees with this Aviax camera on it. Again, this is the Black Aviax camera that is on this. And it is very bright out. There's not too much jello there. Maybe a little bit. We do also have a 8-mile-an-hour wind, so that's accounting for a little bit of the up and down, but all in all, this is a pretty smooth flyer. I've had this Black Aviax's camera on a couple different things now, and I like it. It has an adjustable pitch on the camera that you can adjust before takeoff, whether you want it directly facing forward or more pointing downward. I have it almost directly facing forward because I knew I was going to have my nose kind of down fighting this wind. That's not bad video quality. And you can see we're way up there. It's probably higher than I should be with this wind, but I like this quadcopter. See, I don't know if it's smaller than the Striker or the Quadra-Drone Pro Cam. It seems smaller, but when I turn them upside down on one another, they kind of look about the same. I guess I'm gonna have to take a measuring tape to it. This is called the Flip King. I think it's more compact than the other ones. If it is, it's not by much. And this does do flips very nicely. Obviously, we're not going to demonstrate that here. If you go back on my channel, I do have videos that do demonstrate the flipping ability of this. But right now, we're just kind of testing the camera out, testing the flight in a fairly aggressive wind. You can see I'm way up there, guys. This is a very good quadcopter. I don't think this is available for purchase anymore, so if you see it, grab it. I do believe they have a Bo Ming Toys Flip King or something of that nature with a different labeling. This is the Bo Ming Toys M1 1x5 Flip King. I believe they may have labeled a couple different numbers on it and re-released this, or released a better version of this, or maybe even a poorer version, but all in all, I've flown this a couple times and I like it. It's very cool quadcopter, and it is a white bodied shell, so it does glow very nicely at night. You can see we're flying directly into the wind here. I'm flying towards myself, and that's when you have your controls opposite when you're flying towards yourself. If you aren't an advanced flyer and you have a quadcopter that has headless mode, which I believe this one does have headless mode, throw it in headless mode and you don't have to worry about opposite controls flying towards yourself when the front's facing towards you. But if you really want to learn how to fly these quadcopters, stay away from headless mode. Take this out, get in an open area kind of like I am, and take it up around, do some circles, do some pirouettes with it, spin your yaw rate, get it away from you a little bit, spin your yaw rate, and see if you can bring it back to you. For any reason that it gets away from you, or you don't think you can bring it back, before it gets too far, drop your throttle, keep your eye on it, and your last visual perspective, walk straight. You should be able to find it. And right now it's facing us, so our controls are backwards here. And that's a good catch. I didn't catch it because the battery was dead. As you can see, it's not flashing. I just wanted to make sure I shut the video off and then I start another video. A lot of times with these quadcopters, if you do get a low battery light, it won't allow you to shut the camera off. and then if you pull the plug on it, then you're losing your footage. So if I think I have decent video, or I went up pretty high, I like to bring it down. I like to shut it off and restart the video. That way I know at least I'm gonna get something, because if this starts flashing right now, I don't know if this one does do it where it's just gonna terminate after I pull the plug. I know a lot of them do that, so we try to avoid that. Some of your other quadcopters, I believe, record in like 3 to 5 minute clips or something, and that's helpful, because if you're up for, I believe it's like 3 minutes. If you're up for like 8 to 9 minutes, you have 3 different sections of clips, and if you have to pull the plug on it and it doesn't save, at least you have those 2 sections of clips prior. This is really up there. Yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to get this back to me. Nice. Well, I'm going off my last visual perspective. I did drop my throttle. We're just going to walk straight. I should be able to find it. I hope it didn't go far enough that it's actually in that water over there. There's a small body of water over here. Let's see if I can see it. Well, we got a little gully here. Well, I don't want to get my feet wet, so I'm not going to step in it. I could go around it, but let's go over it. That's a good jump. Let's see, where's this thing at? On the other side of the fence. And see, I could have walked around it, but what's the fun in that? And I guess I could say I'm lucky the fence is open. All I'd have to do is go down a little ways. There's actually a huge hole in the fence if I had to get in there. Coming up on it here, right there. It's still recording. We're going to go ahead and turn that off. I showed you a little bit of the camera in this video. I think the video quality of what I got is well enough that I can make an entire video of what this captured, which I'll do, and maybe I'll throw some sound in it or whatnot. But this is a good flyer. It was super cheap, didn't come with the camera. It's a 3-prong camera. The majority of these quadcopters are 3-prong cameras. I've only came across maybe like 3 or 4 of them that are 4 prongs, but 3-prong will fit 3-prong, and 4-prong will fit 4-prong. I did see a video where somebody stuck SEMA X5 on the Tarantula X6. X6 is a 4-prong, X5 is a 3-prong, and somehow they made it work. I'm gonna play around with that, see if that's actually possible, or if he actually hardwired something or modded something or broke something, or I don't know. But I'll eventually check that out. I've only flown the X6 once, and definitely get that in the air again. Definitely get a camera on it, because if it can fly 300 meters, we need to get some footage of that up in the sky. And we are down. I'm J-Drone, and this was the Bo Ming Toys M1 1X5 Flip King. Hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Have a great day.